Hey people, Luke Fontaine asked, when should I go full time with my business? And for the majority of people that are watching my YouTube channel, they want this to become their full time job or their income or their career. So my short answer is, as soon as you're comfortable with it replacing your full time job. So for some people, a good exercise that I would do is, well, there's two exercises I recommend, and I've done them both. The first one is pertinent to this question, which is figure out what all your must-have expenses are on a monthly basis. Figure out what that is, and maybe pad it just a little bit, and that's the number you have to make every month to survive. If you desperately want this to become your career, then I would aim for that number or something around that number. So it might be less than you're actually making in your full-time job, but you might feel more fulfilled and more energized. And there's something to be said about really living your dream life. And I'm big on GTD, Getting Things Done by David Allen. I'm big on I really center myself in the morning. Some people call it meditation. For me, it's somewhere in between a spiritual moment and just clearing my mind. And but I'm big on not mistaking movement for achievement. So I mean, like 80-20, Pareto's law, 80-20. 80% of the results in your life are created by 20% of the things that you do. So if you can focus on what those things are, it's going to get you there faster. Now, the only reason I bring that up is because I believe if you think this is your passion and you start doing very well at it, if you then are able to focus on it full time and put a 40 to 60 hour full court press on it, then you will then see the results of that exponentially, rather than being in a job that you hate and you just wait for 5:30 or 6 o'clock to hit and you're out of there, and then you go to happy hour because you want to drown out the day with like a beer or something like that. If your passion and your career are both the same thing, it's going to impact your life in such a great way. So I shoot for, or in the past I've shot for, just what the living number is, and just had faith that I know I can create a higher standard of living and finances through the brand. The second thing that I was talking about is continue that pattern and figure out what your dream life is, being very realistic about the numbers that you have. So I'm paying for my mortgage, I want to take 2 international trips a year, and I have this kind of car or whatever. But be very realistic about what your dream life is and put it on paper with numbers, and I think you'll be surprised at what the actual annual salary is that you need to live your dreams. That number was really lower for me than I thought, and so it'll give you a shorter finish line for your finances, keeping in mind whatever your long-term financial goals are. So short-term, as long as it replaces your income to where you're comfortable. Long-term, I would do that exercise further and see what you need for your life to live on an annual salary basis. Luke, I hope that helps. Anybody have anything to add, please drop it down below. I'll see you guys on the internet.